Good morning, dreamers. Welcome to Dreaming of an Eccles Homestead, where I turn my small backyard into my classroom for my dreamed of future 10 acres. There are 3 things that I want to get done today, and I'm going to take you along with me and let you know what they are. All right, friends, I got my gloves on because I might run into some spiders. I have a bucket and a shovel, and I'm going to take you and show you what I'm going to do. We're actually going outside the garden. Uh-oh, wasp. All right, we are outside of the fence. Excuse the wind. You guys are going to be wobbling a little bit because it's a little windy. But where I am right now, the wind piled up the leaves in a corner. And over winter, it made some really good looking compost. So I'm going to take you down and let you look at it. Right there. That is, it's nice and dark. And it is above the driveway concrete. And so I'm going to dig that up. You guys come with me as I do that, and I will put you on a little faster and give you some music to play with. All right? All right, friends. It looks like I will probably get 3 buckets full because it goes from like right here to right here. And normally we bag up all of those leaves. And we just had too much going on this past winter to get it done. So, compost. And maybe I'll start doing that from year to year. Just let it pile up and compost. And then the late spring, go out and grab it. I might have to get some help from my husband or learn my limits and only do half a bucket because I just tried to pick it up and it's very heavy. We've also had rain for every day for the past week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. But beggars can't be choosers, and we were begging for rain. So we got it, a lot of it. All right, I'm going to carry this and then come back and get you. All right, friends, as you can see, the garden is very much wild and overgrown, and I have at least 2 beds that I want to build, and that's where that soil is going to go. But first, I need to remove my compost bin, which is over here, which is all of the rain, half of the compost is literally out of the crate. So, let's get you a little closer so you can see. I need to dig all of that up, put it back in the crate, and then I'm going to move the crate across the yard. The other crate, as you can see, has pumpkins growing in it. I haven't planted pumpkins, I think I said in a previous video, in 2 or 3 years. And they have been growing in the compost ever since. I have not composted another pumpkin. It just keeps coming back right in that area. All right, let's get this dug up. All right, friends, I'm looking at this, and I don't think I'm going to put it back in the compost. It's very rich and very dark, so the wind's trying to blow you over. I'm going to use it in one of the beds. So I'm going to go ahead and move this and take it over to where the compost bin is. All right, you guys. Let's get you turned around. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow you over. But we're going way over there. Excuse the sound of the air conditioner. It is very loud. There. All right, friends. Have a look at this. Look at that. How beautiful that is. Yeah, it has some roots in there from our native weeds, which is grass for some people and weeds for me. It also has a worm in there. And the roly-polies are gone. So that means they've done their job. So this right here is excellent compost. I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it back till I can get to it. But that was the second thing I wanted to do today. All right. And let's see. The third thing I wanted to do is get rid of those. That is my cayenne pepper plants from last year and 2 different types of basil. And I'm hoping somewhere, either over there or outside of it, I have some volunteer basil because I haven't planted any yet because I wanted to build my beds first and I haven't done it yet. So come with me as I do that as well. All right, friends, you fell over and it broke the speaker or the attachment that goes to the phone for the microphone. But I'm going to keep working and I'm going to put you away and I'll let you see the finished product or finish what I wanted to do today. I'll be back. All right, friends, let's turn here. I do have some basil. This, at least one of them is cinnamon basil, and I'll need to move it. I think this is a tomato. It could be a pepper because I had them both over here. Awesome. I have volunteers. I am quite happy. All right, let's finish cleaning out this bed. All right, friends, I've gotten out, cleaned out these 2 beds right here. I managed to find cinnamon basil, lemon basil, and 2 tomato plants. They're all in here. I'm going to replant them after I move this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll let you guys see when I get finished. This was all the soils from the bean plants that didn't grow last year. And there's a piece of plastic under there. That's why all of the weeds are sparse, because they can't get root in the soil. I'm going to take all of this out of here and put it in a planter. All right, I'll be back. This is the one I'm going to take. I'm going to put that soil in. I need to add some holes in it. There we go. I didn't see any worms in here while I was digging, so I'm going to take a handful or 2 out of there, because I know that there are plenty of worms and probably plenty of worm eggs in there. And that list is going in here. I was wrong. There are some worms in here. two. And there's another one over here. All right. I remembered that I put plastic down, but I forgot that I also put stone tile down to keep the weeds from coming through. But it was enough to fill this up to the fill line, and I can plant something in there. And I'm going to put a bed right here. All right, I'll be back. All right, friends, I got 3 peppers and 3 cinnamon basils. There are 3 in here because that one might not make it. And if it does, I can always move it somewhere else. I have 2 peppers and 3 cinnamon basils. These are my volunteer cinnamons. Those are 2. And then right here, I have 2 lemon basils. That is a pot full of weeds. I'm going to pull them all out and try again.